Welcome back. We are exploring the future of faith this month on 3 News. Many religions experienced great change in the last 5 years. Among them, a non-denominational Christian church now bouncing back from the pandemic and bringing in a younger generation into their doors. Annabelle Childers explains it's part of the church's unique path from a college campus to a former strip club in downtown Cleveland.
Josh Miller, Joshmiller.
In a way, sitting here in this building on Clair Avenue is a miracle. To Josh Miller, it's definitely an answered prayer. One he couldn't have exactly predicted when he moved his family to Cleveland in 2016 to start a church.
We started at Case Western Reserve University. We had a bunch of young college students. It was very exciting. We had a trailer, we hooked it up to our Suburban, we would drive it to Case Western, and we would set up every Sunday morning.
There was momentum.
And then COVID happened.
Suddenly, many of the students and people making up Cove City Church were gone.
You go from a large population or a large community, and you go back to about 20 people. You begin to ask yourself the question, like, what am I really about? Is this worth it? Did I make a mistake?
And yet, despite the waves of uncertainty and change, a next step became clear.
Through prayer, through lots of sitting and listening and thinking through, God moved us to downtown Cleveland into this space. So that's how we actually landed in on St. Clair on Strip Club Alley.
St. Clair is not exactly a traditional spot for a church.
We didn't realize that there was, underground nightclubs happening, things that were happening on the weekends. Like it was kind of a shocking moment for us of like, okay, how do we handle this, what we see?
But what the church saw quickly became a launch pad for a greater mission.
How can we be a light in a dark space? Part of that just was the simple things like making sure the lot across the street is mowed, cleaning up the street and picking up all the trash post-party.
Over time, the number of people attending church services here grew, and so did the church's vision for the future.
We would pray for our city, pray for the people in the city, pray for our leaders of the city, and then we would pray for that building, that God would give us the opportunity to purchase that building one day.
In March 2023, Cove City Church bought the building right next door, a former strip club known as the Velvet Rope. The church has slowly been renovating the space and plans to transform it into a bigger gathering area with a coffee shop where people from the community can come together.
We know that that's a challenge, but God didn't bring us this far to just leave us out to dry.
In reflecting on the last 8 years and the highs, lows, successes, and challenges he's seen firsthand, Josh doesn't believe people in Cleveland are losing their desire to practice religion.
I find that young adults are not leaving their faith. They're just rethinking what it looks like for them. I think they want to see a church that is excited about seeing change within the community and thinking beyond the 4 walls of a Sunday morning.
Josh believes the future for the Christian church and Cove City Church is to grow through outreach and service. And he's hoping this building and mission, a former strip club turned into a church, will symbolize an open door for people to come experience faith for themselves. Annabelle Childers, 3 News.
And tomorrow we hear from religious leaders within Northeast Ohio's Jewish community about rising hate crimes directed at their faith and how they are managing our changing times. You can also watch our hour-long Future of Faith special airing at 6 p.m. on Christmas Day and noon on December 29th right here on WKYC.